It's Christmas in July at Wendy's Resin Lab. Pull up a sleigh and let's make some Christmas ornaments.
Hey there, welcome in to Wendy's Resin Lab. Pull up a chair and stay a while. Hey there, we're glad you're here, so pull up a chair and stay a while.
You know, I just got in a whole bunch of Christmas molds and I can't wait. I am so impatient. I can't wait. I'm going to make a Christmas tree. I'm going to make snowflakes and a star, and look at this whole little pad of Christmas ornaments. So I'm going to make resin Christmas ornaments. I'm so excited. At the same time, I'm also going to give another layer to our skulls. I don't know how many days it's going to take to get these done. And since we're talking Christmas in July, I thought I would make my best friend Kadena a customized Stitch coaster. So stay tuned for all of that coming up in this episode. Let's get started. Did you guys hear that?
Ho, 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 lab results.
You heard it too, right? Santa said it's time for lab results from our last show. And I know one of these is going to be really good, and one of them, I don't know what we'll get on that one. But let's start with our cute little honeybee keychain. It's so cute. It had the green leaves, the roses, and the little honeybees on it. So let's see what score we give it. All right. So first of all, clarity. Yes, I can see through it. The surface is very smooth. All right. Bubbles. I see a couple tiny ones, but not enough to take off a point. Color blending. There's no color in it, but our colors work good together. The edge quality is great. The structure is great. It is balanced, and it is a little complex design. And so for our honeybee keychain, we're going 10 out of 10. Woo! And then there's this. I don't exactly know what you might call this other than abstract art. I don't know. Somebody might love it. Somebody might find a home for it, but it didn't turn out the way that I wanted to. So I'm going to have to go back and research and figure out what I did wrong, because I followed the instructions of what I read online, but I must have done something wrong, because it is definitely not the same as theirs. Okay, so first of all, is it clear? Can you see through it? Before I put this purple layer on the back of it, you could definitely see through it. So I did get that point. The surface is smooth. I don't see any bubbles. The color blending, yeah, that's we're not going to get that point. The edge quality is actually super cute. Look at the edges. They look pretty cute. The structure of it, yeah, it's flat. Is it balanced? No. And is it complex? It tried to be, but it is not. So I think that this thing is going to get a 7 out of 10. So that's a nice try, but not quite. Sorry, Santa.
Wear your PP and I trial gloves and a respirator.
So to start my Christmas ornaments, I wanted to use the alcohol painting technique. So I took my my red mica and I mixed it with some, like 4 drops of alcohol, and I used that to paint the red ball ornaments in this mold. So it was kind of hard to do because some of them looked like they were being coated very well, and some of them I felt like it wasn't sticking to them much. So but once I got all of those completed and just went back over them one more time, then I was ready to start on the next thing. I went ahead and took the red that I had mixed up and I painted onto the ornaments on this ornament pad. And so I used my red wherever on whatever ornament that I was going to paint it with red. And it kind of did not want to stick. So I was kind of struggling a little bit because the with the alcohol on it, for some reason, it didn't want to stick to this mold as much as it did to the Christmas tree. So then I took my gold mica powder and I mixed it with some alcohol so that I could go back in and color over. I actually went over the raised edges of this star, and then I did like a, I don't know, it was kind of like lights around that particular ornament. And then I took the gold and I painted into the star on the Christmas tree. Gotta have that gold star on top, right? And I wanted to make sure that I got it really good and coated. All right, and then I took a kind of copper color and I did the base of the Christmas tree with it. And I just did it dry. I did not mix it with alcohol because the alcohol wasn't working as good as I wanted to. So I took my blue mica powder and I went onto the pad and kind of painted over the star, the snowflakes on this pad with blue. So at this point, I mixed up some green mica resin and I poured it all over the Christmas tree. I used my little toothpick to get in there and make sure it was in on all the branches. And then I poured a green ornament. And then I mixed, I went ahead and used my extra green in a skull. So my next resin color was going to be a silver color. And so I wanted it to be kind of a silvery white. And so I mixed up that and I put it into some other ornaments, especially the ones that had the snowflake on them. I kind of wanted them to be a whitish color, except for the one. So I did the white behind that. I did clear on top of the one that I painted with gold. I did mixed up some gold mica powder with resin, and I poured it on the like kind of elongated one that I had mixed up. I'm sorry, that was silver, not gold. And then I used the gold in that one. Okay, so at that point I was ready for the star, and I poured the gold mica powder in it, and I had a problem because it had these points, and at the end of the points there was an air bubble, and I kept trying to use a toothpick to squeeze them. I kept trying to get it out somehow, and I was having some trouble with that. And I figured the same thing would happen with this this big snowflake, but it actually it turned out really well. So I'm just pouring the blue resin into the snowflake mold, and I ran out of blue, so I just put some clear in there in the middle, and then I kind of used my little tool to mix it a little bit, and had just enough blue to put a center. So the last one that I did was the stitch ornament for my friend, and all I did was I had already made the couple layers on the bottom. So I just put some blue diamonds around, and I put the 3 stitch ornaments and covered them with a clear resin and let it kind of go to all the edges and smooth out. I had to make a little bit more and just to fill it up to the top, and it was done. Hey, it's Christmas in July reveal day. Can't wait to see what these gifts look like. Let's get started. All right, we're going to start with this first snowflake. It's still a little bendy, so I don't know how well I can pop this out without tearing or bending it. So I'm going to be really careful as I'm doing it. All these little spikes. These Christmas ones were a little difficult because they have all these little points down in there, and it's hard to get them out. I'm just gonna have to pull it out and then straighten them back up as best I can. I think next time I pour one of these, I might have to give it 2 days before I can demold it. And that way we won't have to worry about it. But here it is. It popped out. It's so super cute. Look at it. Oh my gosh, my glasses are fogged up. It's kind of hot at Christmas in July. So check out this. Wow. All right, the next one I'm going to do is this snowflake, which should be a little bit easier to pop out because it's just, it doesn't have those little pockets in there. So, all right, still a little bendy, so be careful with it, but he's super cute too. I love these Christmas ornaments. I can't wait to see them on the tree this year. It's going to look really neat. Okay, this is the one I was worried about the most because it has all these little spikes, and it didn't look like the resin made it all the way to the corners in it. So let's just see what we got here. He doesn't want to come out either. All right, I'm gonna fight it. Yeah, it didn't go all the way to the corners. Okay, so we got a star that's missing a few points. It's pretty. Made a really pretty star. It's just that the resin didn't get to all the points. It didn't get to that one, and it didn't get to that one or this one and that one. But I'm gonna have to figure out what's the best way to do it, to actually get it to the corners next time. Okay, we have a whole sheet of ornaments here, and some of these I tried painting mica on, and we'll just see how that goes. So I'll start with this one up here. It's a white one, and I painted a little blue snowflake right there. It's cute. Okay, and then this next one, I painted some gold on it. It's just clear. It's got some gold on it. All right, and here's a gray. I painted it silver, but it looks more gray now that it's with the blue snowflake. All right, we got red and gold. I really don't care for that putting the mica powder in alcohol. I must be doing something wrong because it's just not looking right. This one belongs to my forensics class because it just looks bloody. I'll put it on my tree at school. There you go. Because it does look like somebody was bleeding on it. All right, here is the little green one. He's kind of cute. We have a star that I painted some gold and then poured white behind him. He's kind of cute. And here is the last one in that sheet, which is another star that is white with a snowflake. Okay. All right, 2 more to reveal. This is a big reveal tonight. I got my Christmas tree, which I did paint. There were Christmas balls in it. I painted those red. I painted the star with gold, and then I painted the container for the tree down here, a kind of an orangey looking, like a copper orangey looking color. So let's see how the tree turned out. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I love it. Yay. Okay, that's my favorite. Out of all of those that we just took out, that's my favorite. Oh my gosh, and I love the green. It was a perfect color. I had to mix 2 different colors of green to get that. All right, and we got one more thing to demold. This is my present for my friend Kadena, who loves Stitch. So let's demold her. We have a pink sequin. I have 2 pink sequins. How in the world did the pink sequins get on here? I'll have to see if I can get those off. Alright, so here's Stitch. Here's the back side of Stitch. I really love that blue holographic glitter on a black. And then here is the front of Stitch. He looks so cute. I just got to figure out how to get this pink off here. I'm hoping I can just scratch it off. Some of his little diamonds moved, but oh, he's cute. I hope she likes it. Okay.